We're digging deeper into rampant car thefts in our area. In our latest report as Portland over, police told us it's tough to hold people accountable when they find the stolen cars. We heard from plenty of viewers about this. Jamie wrote, the police are saying there is nothing they can do, but there is a law that has to do with the receiving of stolen property. Jamie's right. A law passed in 2019 aims at making prosecuting car thieves easier. But as our Lindsay Nadrich found out, it's sometimes not that simple. So, Lindsay, what did you learn about this?
Well, 2 Court of Appeals cases made pursuing car theft charges extremely difficult because the level of proof needed was so high. In one case, the man literally had a kit labeled crime-committing kit, and his case was overturned. The law passed in 2019 helped, but it's still difficult to prove these cases. After seeing a dozen stolen cars dumped in a homeless camp off Airport Way, we heard more frustration over what's being done to hold people accountable. In 2019, lawmakers changed the law, adding that car theft is when the person is aware of and consciously disregards a substantial and unjustifiable risk that the owner of the vehicle did not consent to the taking. So, in other words, if someone says, hey, my buddy let me borrow this car, I didn't know it was stolen, but they're driving it with a screwdriver or the ignition is ripped apart, that would be disregarding an unjustifiable risk.
We fixed the law. We changed the law to make it specific.
Jeff Parker, who's a retired Portland police lieutenant and former state representative, worked on the bill in the legislature to close the loophole.
The police were saying, well, they couldn't do anything about it. I think that's not correct. And I hope the Multnomah County District Attorney will prosecute those cases.
But even with the changes to the law, Senior Deputy District Attorney Kevin Deemer says these stolen car cases are still difficult to prove.
We know the car is stolen. There's no dispute this car is stolen, and that there's no dispute that the owner of the car did not give permission to these people found in the car. Agreed. But we still have to show that those people either know they didn't have permission or there's something about the circumstances that they're aware of and they consciously disregard.
Deemer says police are correct. Even if they have enough to make an arrest, there may not be enough evidence to prosecute the case.
They know they're not supposed to be in that car, but how do we prove that the person knows they're not supposed to be in that car?
Deemer says it would be different if their law included a criminal negligence element where it would be enough to prosecute if the person says, hey, I borrowed this car from someone, but then they don't have their phone number or address or a plan to return the car. He says they are charging and convicting people, but in many of those cases, there's something about the car that really shows that it's stolen. Reporting live, I'm Lindsay Nadrich, Point 6 News.